Hi all, welcome to Learn Code Repeat. So today we'll be looking at day 7 of the October LeetCode challenge. The name of the problem is rotate list. Let's look into the problem. So the problem states given a linked list, rotate the list to the right by k places where k is non-negative. So let's look into the example. So here k is 2 and the list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and after 5 there is null. So since k is 2 from right we have to go 2 nodes, so 5 and 4 and rotate from here. So 4 will be at the head and then 5 and then it will be 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here k is 2, we are going from right. If we are going from left, it's same as the length of the list minus the k value. So here the length of the list is 5. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So when we are going from left, it will be after 3, whatever nodes are there, that should come first. So 1, 2, 3, after 3, the rest of the nodes will come first and 3 will point to null. Now let's take the other example, k equal to 4. So here if you see, the list is 0, 1, 2 and k is 4. That means the value of k is greater than the list size, right? So you have to rotate this list from right 4 times, right? So first 2 will be rotated and it will be 2, 0, 1. Then 1 will be rotated, it will be 1, 2, 0. Then again 0 will be rotated, 0, 1, 2. And then again 2 will be rotated and it will be 2, 0, 1, right? So if you observe here, right, 0, 1, 2, right, this point, this is same as what the list was there earlier, right? And this is at step 3, right? So whatever is the list size, right, the multiple of that steps will always be same as what the list is, right? So that means after that step it will again start with the new round, right? So we can very well do a mod of the length of the list. So k is 4, so 4 mod 3 equal to 1. So instead of rotating 4 times, we can just rotate 1 time and we will get the same value as the final value. So this is 1 time, which is 201, is same as the final value, which is 201 here. So these and these are same, right? So these are the two observations that we can make initially using the example. Now also, since we have to rotate, right, if we go back to the first example, we can see that this 4, 5, it comes first, right, and then 1, 2, 3 and after 3 there is a null, right. So we can view this list as a circular list, right, that means we can do this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5 and this goes back to 1, right. Currently this is my head, right, 1 is pointing to head, but if I join my 5, that is the end of the list, back to the start of the list, right, in that case if k is 2, right, and if I am starting from head, right, remember what I said, if we are starting from left, this is same as length of the list minus k value, that is in this case it is 5 minus 2, it will be 3. So if I am starting from left, here it is head is the left part, right. So we just have to move 3 nodes, right. So 1, 2, 3. Once we move 3 node, right, we can simply remove this particular connection here, right. So the remaining connection, right, that means we are left with 4 to 5 and then 5 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, right. We are left with this and this is what the expectation. So let's trace back, right, what we did. We started going from left to length of the list minus 2. Now to get the length of the list we have to iterate through the list once, right. So once we iterate through the list we will get the length of the list, and when we are iterating through the list, at that time I can join my end of the list to the head of the list, that is tail of the list to the head of the list, right. So once we do that, once we perform that operation, that means first operation is find length and join tail to head. Okay, once I do that, after that I just need to go again through the head till my length minus k, right. So now once I do this, then traverse from head to my length minus k, right. K is this value and length is my length, what I found here, right. So that way I can traverse from my head till that value. So once I traverse from this to this, right, currently I am at this point, So my current dot next will be my new head which I need to return back, and after that I need to also make sure my current dot next is null, right. So I can store my current dot next in a temporary variable and make my current dot next as null and return the temp variable which will point to my new head, right. So this is the simple logic. Let's code this logic. So first I will check whether my head is null. If my head is null, then I can directly return the head. And once I have checked this, I can calculate the length, right. So let me declare the length. So initially it's pointing to the head, so length will be 1, and let me declare a node which will move with the current node. Let me call it current, and it will first point to head. Now I need to go through this until my current dot next is not equal to null. Current equal to current dot next, and also I need to increment the length count. So after this loop I will know what is my length. So once I know my length, right, I can do this k equal to k mod length. So I just need to traverse only that many number of times, right. And also I can check here if my k is equal to 0, then I don't need to do anything, I can just return the head, right. So in that case return head, because then that means that I'll again come back to the same initial position of the list nodes, right. So I can directly return the head here, else I'll iterate over till length minus k, right. Current equal to current dot next. Okay, so at this point I am at the end node, right, after which I need to make it null, and the next node will be my new head, right. So let me define a temp variable, let me call it result head equal to current dot next. So that is my new head, and I'll make my current dot next as null, and I can return my result head now. So yeah, this is a simple algorithm. The complexity of this is O of n, since we have to go through the whole list node elements. So n is the size of the list nodes. The time complexity is O of n, and the space complexity is O of 1, because we are not using any additional space here. So let's run the code. K is length minus k should be here instead of equal to. Current dot next should be pointing to head, that line was missing, so we have to join the tail with the head, right. So I missed that line, so current dot next should point to head. So now let's run the code and see whether it works fine. Okay, so this test case passed. Let's submit this, and the solution is accepted. So that's it for this video. Hope you like the solution. Please do hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel for future such videos. Thank you.